Hello, 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 everyone. Let me give you all a good old ham hi. It is I, your lovable host, Zarataro, and we are here with Yo, You Like That, the show where I bring a VTuber streamy guest onto the show, and we talk about one of their favorite things of chocolatey, favoritey, fudge-covered favorite. It's great. You'll love it. I love it. And I'm so happy to have another special guest with us here this week. Let's go ahead and bring them on. We have... Oh, wrong button. We have SoogePooge. Hello, welcome.
Hello, hello.
I'm glad to have you on. Everyone, this is SoogePooge. Please introduce yourself for those that are not initiated.
Hi, my name is SoogePooge. I'm a marshmallow VTuber, and I melt.
Ah, you melted. It's okay. The couch is leather. It'll wipe off. Oh, there you're back. Okay,
Yes.
close one. I thought we had to bury something in the back.
No, I'm symbiotic. I can do what I want. I'm a little shapeshifter.
Perfect. Well, welcome. I'm so glad to have you on. How are you doing
I'm
today?
doing pretty good. Vibing.
Ivan, that is good to hear. All right. Well, you went ahead and picked a stupendously popular and awesome topic for us to talk about today. Let's go ahead and get it brought up. We've been brought to the core. Halo.
Halo is super underground.
Super underground, really?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
See. I'm kind of with it, but kind of not. So I assume that because like I knew about it, that everyone else already knew about it. But it seems I'm ahead of the trend for once. I'm kind of glad.
Oh, yeah.
Well, since it's a kind of like a niche series, a little indie gem, an indie darling, if you would. Could you describe for us what a bit of a Halo is?
Okay, so Halo is, I guess we should say, a Microsoft game made for the Xbox that came out in 2001 about a character named known as Master Chief and his AI partner Cortana, who, for the first three games, fight an alien race known as the Covenant, which are led by religious tyrants. But there's also the Flood, which are a zombie
The
outbreak.
Flood. Little face huggers. Nom 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 nom.
And the whole religious tyrant was delusional, and they didn't understand what they were getting into.
Yeah, Dead Space. Why'd you rip off Halo?
So true.
Oh yeah. So Halo is a good old Microsoft shoot bangs where you're the Master Chief, saving the space from all of the bugs and religious alien zealots.
Exactly.
I love it. I'm already down to clown. So, how did you discover Halo? Like, what was your first one?
Okay, so I remember it specifically, and it's gonna tell everyone my age, but I came across Halo by Blockbuster.
Yeah.
I remember specifically, me and my friend, because I used to stay at my friend's house all the time on the weekends. We would make weekly goes to Blockbuster to try out new games, and we actually got an Xbox to play Soul Calibur 2 because it had Spawn.
Ooh. Yeah.
And we had just returned it, and my friend was like, "Yo, let's check out this game." And I'm like, "I don't know, man. This looks kind of lame." Mind you, I was only like, came out 2001, so I was like 10.
Green space guy. Ew.
So we played it. I have kicked myself in the leg ever since. It was truly the first game that, besides Pokemon, that I fell in love with.
Oh, okay. So it was love at first sight.
Yeah, pretty
Aw.
much.
That's a good vibe whenever you like find a game and then it just clicks and then you're just like, yeah, no, I'm down. Like all the way through. Let's go.
Yeah, no, it is. The first time me and my friend heard the intro, like instrumental and orchestra, we were just like, what is this?
Games can have this level of music? What? I don't remember this on the Super
Yeah,
Nintendo.
everything used to be just chip tunes or just like
Let's compress it harder, hurry!
but this one had a full on orchestra, and it was crazy. My 10-year-old mind wasn't ready for it.
The Halo soundtrack still is fire, and I love how it's still played at a lot of like video game concerts and stuff.
Oh, like I haven't seen a Halo game have a bad soundtrack. There have been bad games, but
Well, no series is perfect. We
exactly.
take the good with the bad. But okay. When I was first introduced to Halo, it was the Halo 2. The local card shop I went to had a LAN set up, and my first experience with the series was actually multiplayer with a whole bunch of people.
Oh, you had the experience I wish I had.
It was a fun ass time. It was only for about a month or so, and then the card shop closed down. But I mean,
those were different times, and people didn't look as like card shops and game stores as they do now. They're way more mainstream than they used to be.
I mean, we'll see how long that lasts now that D&D is shooting itself in the foot. But yeah, no,
apparently Wizards of the Coast is trying to backpedal.
You can only backpedal so far off
yeah.
the cliff till you're back down the cliff again.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, but no, like Halo is the storied franchise at this point, and is there anything like in particular about the series that you find like the most enjoyable?
I'd have to say it was the relationship between Cortana and Master Chief.
Yay! I love it too.
There's tons of books, and when I see a ton of tiny font smothered in 500-page books, my brain scatters. But like John, as everyone as Master Chief's real name is
John Halo, yeah.
Like, yeah, John Halo. Like, their lives were trashed. Like, they would be kidnapped at the age of 5 and then put into this hard military training. It'd be, like, exposed to, like, superhuman testing. And some didn't live. Like,
yeah, no, when I was first heard about the novels, they were at first like compared to me like, oh yeah, they're like the StarCraft novels, but like just a lot more horrifying. I'm like, oh okay, so like the Warhammer 40K novels, they're like a bit closer to that, yeah.
Like,
stuff them in a suit to change all their organs to make them fight better.
Like, it's dark. It is really messed up.
If I remember, the Spartans were originally designed to be like suppressors of like anti-military sentiment.
Yeah, so like Spartan ones were basically like Spartan ones were kind of like rare, but like even Sergeant Johnson, I believe in the books, he is canonically known as a Spartan 1 project. That's why that guy has gotten through so much. But Spartan 2s were made specifically to hold off riots and all. Like, it was crazy that before the Covenant came in, it just showed that like humanity, like when it comes down to it, a bigger threat, we can try and work out our differences, and it did. Like, it gave everyone something to fight for besides ourselves, which is humanity's biggest flaw.
So defund the space police. We should just take a break on it whenever the aliens attack. All right, I got you.
Yeah, right. Like...
No. I could just imagine them spinning like the convenient thing. It's like, oh man, it's a good thing we just finished all these super soldiers. Now that the aliens have come, oh man, oh lucky break on that, huh?
Yeah, everything kind of fell in place at the right time, because the moment the Covenant came in and attacked Contact Harvest, everyone's just like, what is this?
Aliens in our space? Get out of here.
And it's just such a giant universe that you can do pretty much anything with, and it'll kind of fit. And I love that because it's sort of like with Star Wars before Disney came in and did the expanded legacy universe.
Oh, you're talking about I love the Old Republic. Oh wait.
Yeah, no, I don't get me started on KOTOR. Why you gotta do rapping like that? It's just it's interesting that it all just kind of worked out.
Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, no, like you said, a whole bunch of like depth beyond just like, go to place and shoot. Like there's an entire world like being built all around the games, all around the extra content. Um some of the big parts of the lore I picked up on was on the animated short collection. I think it's called Halo Legends, was it?
Oh God, Legends was so good.
That was a good watch. I enjoyed that watch a lot.
I loved it because that actually jumps into and expands on the whole children are kidnapped, which I didn't think they'd ever really touch in animated form, but they did. And it's
those Animatrix people. They're like, oh yeah, we'll tell the hard story. It's okay.
Yeah, like this Spartan escapes as a teenager to go.
I've lost every single light I've.
Oh, and they also have the big old lore where they kind of tell you the origin of the Covenant, like how the hierarchy works, which I didn't really understand at all until I watched that.
Yeah, no, it's like tragic, and like so she escapes, gets to where her family's house is, right, and just to see that what they did, what the UNSC does is when they kidnap the children at the age of 5, right? They replace them with clones that, and
what?
And then the clones themselves are actually like made to be genetically deficient, so they become paralyzed and they die.
What? Ah!
So like,
oh my God!
Yeah, the military does some really gross shit. I don't know if I want to go through here, but there's no other word to describe it. It's so dark and unnecessarily cruel. But like these soldiers, these Spartans, they know about this, right? But they want to keep humanity safe, and that's my favorite thing about them. They're just like, yeah, we were taken, we understand, but we want to make sure that humanity has a life that they can live. And
yeah,
and
basically, like
so
we don't
incredible.
We want to create a world where no other kids have to be kidnapped and turned to super soldiers.
Yeah, like, what was it? This family has no idea that their daughter's a clone. Like, the Spartan goes up to her at a water fountain, is about to out everything, but she sees how happy that the clone is with the family, and it was that moment she's just like, "There's nothing for me here." It's really sad.
Oh, little tearjerker, that's where they get you. Oh man!
But the clone gives her this little what is it? Clip-on little plush bear tag, like one of those things.
Yeah.
And she put it on the gun. Put it on her gun and takes it to war with her all the time to remember her.
That bear's gonna be covered in a lot of different alien blood.
Like, that's what I like the most about Halo Legends, is that it tackles so many things that you don't get to see in the games, and they did a really good job.
A lot better than, what was it, Forward Onto Dawn? That one was a weird one.
It was okay. It was
okay.
But it was really just made to make Locke a character. Which, we didn't really need, but... Oh, hi, Pop.
But we have to say, break it down. The true good thing that came out of Halo was the Red versus Blue series.
Yeah. Like, Red versus Blue, like, I want to say made Halo even more popular.
It did, and it also kind of defined a new genre of like internet comedy.
It it was so popular that they even had Red versus Blue show up in the series in Halo 3.
Yeah, that's right. Then they started incorporating like crossovers, like get the special color skin or play the Griff Ball or.
I actually do. Um, she was. Hold on, sorry. I actually knew someone named Pharmacy Princess during Halo 3.
Mhm.
And she was the captain of one of the best Griffball teams.
Oh snap!
So I actually got to meet 3 of the members of Red versus Blue. Not in person, but
Oh no, yeah, just like over like online
it
chat.
was Infection on High Ground. And Bernie Burns is terrible at it.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh, he went out there and he died. I'll never forget it.
Yes. Oh, good times. The start of the machinima styled animations. Let's take game footage, put some voices behind it, and bam, we got ourselves a genre, a redefining genre.
There's one machinima that I can never find again, but it was really interesting. It was about a Spartan who wore the Hayabusa armor, and he was basically doing he was like a mercenary, and he did all these maps on Rat's Nest, and just overall made a story that lasted like 12 episodes, 15 minutes apiece. It was so good, and I can't remember it, and I can't find it.
No.
So it's a piece of lost internet history.
Man. Hey, as long as you remember it, maybe there's someone that archived it and you'll find it again someday.
Maybe.
The internet is a vast sea, and there be many sharks.
The internet is very large.
All right, so out of all of the mini Halo games, I've got to ask, which is your favorite?
It would be Halo 3.
Halo 3? Okay.
Um,
Any reason why over Reach? A lot of people I know say Reach is their
okay,
favorite.
so Halo 3, Halo Reach, and Halo 2 are God tier.
They're good ones.
Halo 1 and Halo 2 had the hardest legendary difficulty for me.
Oh, I've heard.
Halo
Gotta get them skulls.
Halo 1's later levels when they introduce the flood is where it starts getting really hard. But Halo 2 was that was a mind breaker. But Halo 3, I would play that every single day after school. And I had over 10k matches in just customs alone. And about 95% of them were all infection. Each
Like, I'll get it. I will get it. I promise.
was it Trash Man, Warthog, Wrestling. Every single thing I did was only ever Halo. It was just so good, and the story was so fun. It was such a good way to end it. I loved it so much.
The end of the battle, or what was it the end of the fight? I can't remember. They had a catchphrase for it. It's lost on me.
And the way they started the story for Halo 3, and Cortana goes into detail as to why she chose John as her Spartan, her partner, which she never really jumped into or expanded on until that, was amazing. Because he had luck. He was the best because something always made him the best. The man knew fear, but and mistakes, and he kept going.
The real man's man. That Cortana knows how to pick him.
Oh,
Now she's relegated to being the Siri from Windows machines.
yeah, which I never use.
Me neither. I'm glad it's not just me. All right. So, when it comes to recommending Halo,
Yes.
you have a lot of different options. You've got the Master Chief collections, you've got the newer ones, you've got the Halo Wars. I mean, break it down. How would you say for someone to start playing Halo?
Okay. See, it's so tough because I want to say you should start with Reach. Because chronologically, it's the first. You could start with one and see where the game series started, but Reach expands on it in a really cool way. Plus, you
Yeah, wasn't it the Reach people that did the Master Chief collection, so they kind of like got to incorporate a lot of stuff into it?
maybe.
Or is that the Halo 4 people that did the Master Chief collection?
I think it was. Yeah, it was Halo. I think it was 343. 343 is the one that made the Master Chief collection. Which
Okay, they joined it Halo 4, if I remember.
yeah.
Okay.
And they'll never bring Halo 5 to PC, which irks me to no end.
That seems like a weird mistake, because that felt like it should have been like a launch together kind of thing.
Like 5 may have had one of the worst characters in Halo, but it did have really cool multiplayer.
It didn't get as much guff for the multiplayer as Infinite did, that's for sure.
Oh my god, don't talk about Infinite's like stopped me from enjoying it.
Don't worry, in 6 months you'll get to play some new content again. For like a week.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to experience a half-baked game at $60 pre-release.
Next generation. Delicious.
It's so tasty.
It hurts. It hurts like all the inside. It's that tightness in your chest. It's just like, yeah, I know. I know.
Ugh.
But yeah, no, okay, so start at Reach, then go to the Master Chief Collection, or if you're a true diehard fan, go grab an old Xbox or an old PC version of Halo 1, the original. There you go. That's the right way to play.
I mean, if you really want that Halo 1 experience and you don't mind owning a brick, I mean, yeah, go for it.
Oh man. The original Xbox is so huge. I do own one of those, and it's just such a fatty.
It's so unnecessarily large.
Do you ever have a Duke controller?
Yeah, that's the one I had. And I hated it.
You could commit murder with that big old thing.
Like you couldn't even wrap your fucking your hands around it. Like
I don't know who that was made for.
That was made for
basketball
giants. That was not your typical little gamer hands. That was meant to be cradled.
If someone asked me a Duke, a Dreamcast controller, or a 64 controller, I would probably just run away.
I don't even know how to play a 64 controller anymore.
Upside down with claws.
Yeah, finish the fight.
Oh, the motto was finish the fight. Thank you, Mecha. That was gonna bug me all day. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and start taking some questions from the audience. Audience, if you have questions for Spooge about the Halo. Oh, we have one here. That was said earlier. Let's see. Halo 3 ODST.
Top tier or trash.
Oh, that's the orbital drop one. Okay, yeah, I know that. I know which one we're talking about now.
Okay, so here's the thing. I might be biased, because ODSTs are like my favorite thing from Halo. But Halo 3 ODST was top tier. It was amazing. I wouldn't call it god
Yay!
tier, but like behind like Reach 2 and 3, it's up there. It's so good.
Okay. I've heard that the soundtrack for ODST is like almost unique, and that it's got like a lot of like jazz incorporated into it or
it's
something.
so atmospheric, and the fact that all emissions are reliving what the other ODST members were doing at that moment when you all got split up was such a cool and different like play style. And it was different. You were just a regular human. You weren't superhuman. So brutes were scary.
Brutes, yeah, no. What that's another thing. Like you didn't have like the recover shield. You just had like the attempt shield or something like that.
You had a temporary shield, and they brought back health for that game.
Oh, that does sound scary. That sounds like Doom.
It was fun. And now was
it's like get good, scrubs, get good.
And then on the Master Chief Collection, they actually brought the Flood as an ODST thing.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can fight the Flood in firefight, and it's rough. It's hard to stand a chance.
Oh wait, no, I do remember hearing something about that. They like offered ODST to people because the Master Chief Collection Online was kind of poopy.
Oh yeah. When Master Chief Collection
3
came out,
just isn't really good at just like online right away, are they?
I love the story for Infinite. The multiplayer was terrible. Like I enjoyed what I played, but I haven't had to get that sweaty for just a casual online lobby. It felt like I was playing ranked every match.
You had to put in the work. No, I just want to relax and do some shoot bangs. No, work harder.
It was just not fun, and then custom game lobbies were barely a thing because they didn't have everything set up. So like, if you wanted to play the game, you better suffer.
Oh man. So the future of Halo. What is? No. What are maybe some things you're kind of hoping for going forward?
With Infinite?
I mean, just with like Halo in general. Like, I know like we've had those little like shorts, but with like games and movies becoming a bigger thing, do you think there's someone that could tackle like the Halo encyclopedia properly and do a good Halo movie, or
well,
maybe like with the live action TV show being a, from what I hear, like dumpster fire?
No, the Halo TV
should we
show
get a
is
second
awful.
season?
Do
you think a second season could save it, or
But the thing is, everyone knew it was going to be bad because the moment that the show before it even came out, and we were like maybe a month away from release, they told everyone they had not seen a single thing about the game, and wanted to do a human take on the Master Chief. So, and that's the issue at hand. They only saw Master Chief as a warrior, right? But like the whole franchise has always shown humanity and his human side. But in the show, Master Chief gets he does the dirty bed disco.
Oh, I mean, you gotta do. He's a military guy, right? Can't have military guy not do the bang bang.
The Covenant is led by a human.
What?
At least that's what I got to.
What?
Also Master Chief is whiny, like angrily whiny.
Like not sarcastic whiny, but like pouty whiny?
Yeah, pouty whiny. Because he's just like, I was kidnapped from my family when I was 5. But like the thing is, I understand that point of view, right? But Master Chief has always been the guy who just wants to keep humanity alive. The only thing he's ever been truly selfish about is keeping Cortana from being what was it? I can't remember the term for what they do with AIs after 7 years, but like decommission essentially.
No, don't recycle Ben Cortana.
So like,
Okay, it sounds really dumb whenever I say it like that. I like yours better. Decommission sounds a lot better.
so, but that's always been like Master Chief's biggest selfish act is that he's tried to keep Cortana, and it's hurt humanity, right?
Yeah,
Um,
they're partners.
yeah. So like from what I've seen in the show, because I stopped after like 3 episodes, I couldn't do it no more.
Oh damn.
It was rough. I couldn't do it.
You're
I
like, I've done comics, I've done novels, I've done the shorts, I've done Port of the Dawn. I can't do that TV show.
it's and then they introduced Cortana, and to go with a very human Cortana and not like an actual AI. She is AI, but like it looks like they just put a blue filter on the actress.
Ah, gotcha.
And so basically, instead of like Cortana and Master Chief being partners, she like sort of becomes like his consciousness because the man can't make any decisions without harming himself and everyone else.
Okay.
And that's just not cheap. And I could expect that from other Spartans, but like the thing is, the Halo TV show would have been an okay property if it wasn't a Halo namesake.
If it just would have been like a science fiction, just kind of like, yeah, no, these are just space guys doing space things.
Yeah, it would have
Any
been
any
okay.
similarities?
But like,
Any similarities to a game? It's just coincidental, let me tell you.
but they openly stated that they've not seen a single thing about Halo, and I was just like, that's the worst sign I've ever seen for a game adaptation. I'm like,
Dragon Ball Evolution. The Fox producer apologized because, like, yeah, no, I don't know what the hell it was.
Evolution was.
So season 2 probably won't be able to save it. Infinite will just kind of like continue to be like a work in progress, I guess. So it sounds like Halo's kind of just like in like a standstill at the moment. But fingers crossed that we get something like, decent, like a new maybe like expansion to the story, or do they do episodes, or is it just like, or is the story just done?
For Infinite?
Yeah.
The story is done. The story is about the Vanished from Halo Wars,
That's a pull.
which I liked and Atriox is a terrifying brute because you see him in Halo Wars 2, and Halo Wars 2 takes place in Halo 5's timeline.
Yeah.
And Atriox beats the living crap out of a Spartan 2, no issue, and just rips off this dude's helmet and just says, "I knew you were no demon." And when I first saw that, I'm like, oh my god. Like, this man wasn't scared. Like, he literally just hand fought 3 Spartans, and one got like physically injured. And that's what the Infinite story is about, is fighting the Banished, which is Atriox's new crew of Covenant that left the Covenant because they were tired of being treated like nothing.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, Atriox knew that the prophets were crazy. He was just like, no, I'm not doing this. So elite grunts,
And prophets want to kill all life.
yeah, and he knew they were crazy. So like he's just like, no. So he recruits people from the Covenant and he invades and takes over the Covenant. And they say in Infinite, the reason we beat the Covenant is because the Covenant had to fight both the Flood, humanity, and the Banished.
They were there in the background. Just trust us.
Yeah,
Trust us.
and I was just like, okay, that's a bit of a shoehorn. But but like it doesn't stop the threat that is the Banished, because Atriox beats a 1v1 with Master Chief on the first fight. Which makes sense because the guy cleaned house like 3 Spartan 2s. So it makes sense.
A good villain built up well.
Yeah. And then the multiplayer came out, which was terrible.
Well, it's a long shot, but hopefully, like, it gets some new content to where it's fun to play a bit more casually rather than just forget about it forever.
I'll probably pick it up again once, the game is finished.
Yes, one day.
One day when I can.
Games don't get to be finished now on launch. We have to wait a year and a half.
Yeah, Forge isn't even out yet.
Ah.
Like it got. I think like a beta came out for it, and people were like doing some crazy cool stuff with it, which makes me happy. But like, I mean, the game's been out for it'll be 2 years this year.
Jesus, it's kind of crazy to think how long the current gen's been out, and just like it took so long for consoles to become available, and there's still not really a good like rush of games.
Yeah, no, Halo Infinite was not ready, but they wanted it to be a launch title. And it just...
But how does the phrase go? I want smaller games made by people paid more.
I hope they can bring it back to life, because I don't think anyone I know plays it.
Oh, Halo will probably never die, but I hope the next one is at least a staunch improvement over what Infinite gave us. Fingers crossed.
Like, if you want to play Infinite, it's currently on sale on Steam right now. But like multiplayer, I mean, that's always free.
Mm-hmm.
But the story's pretty good. But
Sooge, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. It was a lot of fun talking about all the space Halo-ness of it all.
Oh, it was a lot of fun being here.
Go ahead and plug what you have planned for your week.
Oh, God. I don't think that far ahead. I don't even remember what's on my schedule. Oh, yeah, I'll be playing Persona 5 Royal tomorrow with my buddy MB.
Oh, snap. That's a fun game.
Yeah, it'll be my first playthrough, and tomorrow will be the 3rd episode in. I'm enjoying it. It's super dark, and I didn't expect that.
Yes. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet, but don't worry, it's a good time.
Oh, I'm having a great time so far.
Nice. Well, everyone check in for SoogePooge for Persona Action, and you can check me later tonight for some Mega Man X3, along with tomorrow we'll be having another Yo You Like That with Velveteen. So everyone feel free to stop by and watch that as well. We will be talking about another beloved game series, so make sure to tune in and it'll be good. Booch, thank you again so much, and everyone, y'all have a lovely night, and I hope to see all of y'all later.
Thank you for having me.
you.
Bye-bye!